हेलो व्यूअर्स, आज आप सभी का यहाँ पर इस पॉडकास्ट में स्वागत है। और ये पॉडकास्ट बेसिकली आज पार्क प्लाजा होटल चंडीगढ़ में हो रही नीसा की एनुअल समिट में कुछ शॉर्ट लिस्टेड चुनिंदा लोग जो कि एजुकेशन की दुनिया में एक अलग ही आयाम रखते हैं, एक बड़ा नाम है उनका, बड़े बड़े स्कूल्स चला रहे हैं, कॉलेजेस चला रहे हैं और एजुकेशन की दुनिया में और भी बहुत सारे योगदान दे चुके हैं। तो उनमें से कुछ शॉर्ट लिस्टेड लोगों को यहाँ पर बुलाया जा रहा है। उनमें से मैं यहाँ पर स्वागत करता हूँ तुलसी प्रसाद जी, जो कि प्रेसिडेंट हैं रामा रूरल एकेडमी, डायरेक्टर हैं श्री राम रूरल एजुकेशन एंड इनके स्कूल में मोर देन 20,000 स्टूडेंट्स स्टडी कर रहे हैं। इनके बारे में अगर मैं बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ बोलूँगा तो शायद पॉडकास्ट का टाइम ओवर हो जाएगा। मैं चाहूँगा कि तुलसी प्रसाद जी खुद ही अपने बारे में एक ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन दें। तुलसी प्रसाद जी।
Namaskar sir, I am Tulasi Prasad. I am from Andhra Pradesh. I am running a school which is into its 76th academic year. It is started by my grandfather in 1949 and then my father came into the school in 1961 and I joined the school in 1986. So let me tell you an interesting fact. My father is a 53 batch student there. I am a 77 batch student there. My children, the son and daughter, they are students it's there in 2004 and 2005. So this is the kind of legacy we have. Ours is a CBSE school, basically. And I am also heading the Andhra Pradesh Private Unaided School Management Association. I am the General Secretary for the association. And I am also National Independent Schools Alliance Quality Vice President, sir. So this is an interesting journey from the last 39 years. I'm into my 39th year working in my school. So basically when you look at, we are doing, I feel education is an important segment. So if you take the government of India, so both private school education and government school education, they are like two eyes for the government. So both are playing their own role. So across India, there are 1.5 million schools, or 15 lakh schools, out of which 4.5 lakh schools are private unaided schools. And there are around 50 to 55% students are there in private schools. There are 22 crores of students in private schools right now in India. So this is more than most of the European countries' population. So that's the idea of the school management system here. So when we talk about our schools, it is all about, particularly the private unaided schools, it's about the quality perception of the parents. The stakeholders are the students, the parents, the society around us. So unless the society, the stakeholders feel that we are giving the prescribed, required quality education, they will not come to us. So private schools always they have to think a step ahead of the society around them. Look at the world, education world, what is happening technologically, what is happening. Right now, with the intervention of artificial intelligence and the educational technology, the ICT, internet, computer technology and all that. So we need to be always on our toes to do the next level service to the children, because children are the future citizens. So they have to be shaped up in our schools in such a manner that they will be active, alert, responsible citizens in the future. So what we want our children to become, we want them to be active, physically, mentally, alert, and they have to be responsible, because they are going to be the future citizens. So they are going to be responsible for the future country's future. So what we want is, right now, as you know, there is lots of talk about indiscipline in the children, lots of bad habits that are creeping into the even schools and all that, and lots of violence, and lots of this gadgets, habituation. And these are all challenges right now we are facing. As the technology advances, the challenges will also advance. So what we have to do is, we have to balance all these things. We have to make our children understand that it is very important to balance the technology, the parents, the society around them, be responsible to all these people, be respectful to all these people, and the teachers. The teachers also, they should also remember that whatever they are delivering in the classroom, that should be holistic, responsible, and one needs to produce a bright child for the society, so that he will become a future citizen. So these are my thoughts about the education system right now in India. In Andhra Pradesh, we are facing lots of challenges from the government sector. As you know, private schools across the country, they will be coming across the government regulations. The government always looks at, it considers all the citizens as their voters. So it always looks for the voters finally.
It will be like a
Yeah.
critical discussion if you go in that. But still, one thing I would like to tell my viewers, कि whenever we are going to take interview of any educationist as an host, I can say you have no need to ask the questions. I think most of the question answers I get like directly from the Tulsi sir. And still, it's a pleasure and opportunity. A person from Andhra is here in Chandigarh and updating us about the challenges, about the duties of school owners, to be very frank. But still, lots of duties are for parent also. So still students are getting education in the school, but parent are the key point in between the school and students. So what you would like to say to parents, sir, for better results in education?
So I always tell the parents to be very careful when they are communicating with the school teachers or the school my management, sir. So if the parent is going to talk, in a negative connotational manner, in front of the child, the school teachers will not have that respect from the student. So it's always, it's usually I tell my parents not to criticize the child in front of us, or not to criticize any staff member in front of us.
Yes.
So, and we always talk about the positives of the child. So we never criticize a child in front of the parents.
Good.
And it's also a good point that never criticize a child in front of his peers, in front of his classmates. If you want to counsel the child, if you want to tell him something about his behavior or his studies, we call him into the office chamber and speak to him in a personal manner.
Okay.
So because nowadays children are very conscious about because they are all teenagers, they are in the adolescent stage. So one should not hurt their feelings. That's the main.
So, sir, you get education from the same school, and right now teaching, not exactly handling the same school.
Yeah.
So, is there any experience that you think that when I will become the handler or owner can say and headmistress of the school, I will do these changes in my school, what I'm not getting right now? Anything happens?
Yeah. Very, very good question, sir. I studied there in 1977, sir, and I passed out of my school in 1977. So whenever my father used to ask me when I'm doing my master's in engineering in REC Warangal, so after my course, I got around 7 offers. He asked me, so, beta, do you want to work in the school? I said, no, sir, I will work in the school because I might be doing a better job than you and my grandfather. So I always aspire to be there because I saw lots of respect. My father and grandfather, they got from the people in the society.
People surrounding.
So I was fascinated by that, and the moment I came into the school in 1987, I started a computer lab. That was the first, AB maybe across the country. That was the first computer lab inaugurated by the Union Industries Minister then.
Okay.
So
It's good.
So right now we have in our school Atal Tinkering Lab. Our children goes to lots of competitions, to attend the drone competitions, robotic competitions,
Okay.
scratch coding competitions,
Okay.
3D printing competitions, and they have won lots of ones. And I also, I make it a point to make the child physically fit. So we have introduced NCC around 15 years ago into the campus. So our children attend lots of camps around the country. And one of my students, he represented India and went to Malaysia in dodgeball competitions.
Okay.
They lost in semi-finals there. And this year our students attended around 3 national games. Whereas Chandigarh, they came to Chandigarh, they came to Bombay, they're going to Chennai this month. So we make it a point to make the children get exposed to all these kinds of things. When he meets the people, strangers, like his own age group people, he will be getting lots of experience. See, the child should have a very good idea what he wants to be in the future. That's the most important thing. The child cannot grow up, just like that and does not have any idea what he is doing, what he is going to be. So we make the children aware of what is happening. We make it a point to take the children to the nearby universities, engineering universities like SRM University, or KL University, so that they will have a very good idea. In future, in another 4 or 5 years, I can do this. I can become like this. So they should have a good idea. So that's what I wanted to do.
So, sir, can we consider that you are with the experience of, I think so, more than 100 years, because of
sir.
you do have experience of your grandfather,
Yeah.
then your father, then you. Means your school is running with a more than 100 year experience, approximately
76 years.
76 years. So,
Started in 1940.
it will be for sure 100 year experience with your guidelines.
Yeah.
And
So yes, sir. Yeah.
and sir, one thing I would like to know, so how you connected with NISA?
So that's an entirely different page of my life.
Okay.
So I was active in Andhra Pradesh Private Unaided School Management Association, that's called APUSMA. Then our president Krishna Reddy sir, then President Krishna Reddy sir, he asked me, do you know Hindi? He asked me. So I know a little bit of Hindi. I know because I have seen lots of movies then in that time. So I have that kind of Hindi. So I can understand Hindi, 85-90% of Hindi, and I can speak a little bit of Hindi. And then he made me the spokesperson from Andhra Pradesh, and he made me the member of NISA, National Independent Schools Alliance. Then I got introduced to Kulbhushan Sharma ji.
Okay.
And Kulbhushan Sharma ji, in 2018, he asked me, Tulsi ji, will you become, do you want to be vice president of quality? He's asking. Said, who will vote for me? I asked him. He said, no. See, you are a qualified person. You can do it. He encouraged me and he made me to stand for the vice president post. Then in 2018, four people were selected from India to go to Germany, West Germany, Germany for a 12-day camp, Education in Crisis. This is the name. So me, Sharma ji, and Sushil Dhankar and Nitisha, we were selected. Selection is a rigorous process. 3-4 months before that, they had lots of interviews. They made us to do lots of question answer sessions and all that. And I'm the only South Indian call head for that. And it's an invigorating, real good experience in Germany, meeting around 25 people from 18 countries. And I'm the eldest of the group. To tell you the rank.
Sure, sir. Let me update you with one thing. And even you are not aware about the same. And I just said Mr. Kulbhushan Sharma find out you from a group of people that this person is having some qualities, and that's why he selected you. And as you said, who will vote to you? You don't know even your qualities. For example, I spent some time with Tulsi sir in London, Fitzwilliam College. I was there and he was also there. And I saw he's somewhere silent. ठीक है, बहुत ज़्यादा बातें नहीं करनी, ग्रुप में है, he is listening somewhere. So, but जब स्टेज की बारी आती है, जब बोलने की बारी आती है तो बहुत ज़्यादा बोलते हैं. So, it is the nature of तुलसी सर. आपको नहीं पता कि लोग आपको वॉच कर रहे हैं. एंड जब डिमांड है आप तभी बोलते हैं. जनरली हमारा वहाँ डिबेट होता था, कुछ फॉरनर टीचर्स थे. सो उस टाइम पे तुलसी सर बड़ा साइलेंटली ठीक है पीछे बैठ के सुन रहे. हाँ, जब कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आता था तब इनके मार्क्स ज़्यादा आते थे. ठीक है, मार्क्स तो अच्छे आ गए, बट ही साइलेंट मैन. चलो, एनी हाउ सर, एनीथिंग यू वुड लाइक टू से टू अ स्टूडेंट? Anything you would like to say to a student for their future aspects?
Yeah. So I always tell my children, whatever you are doing right now in the school, whatever you are learning in the school right now, by the time you come into into this big world, you can say big bad world, right? Because there are lots of unwanted things, unwarranted things that are happening in the world. So the child should take his steps very carefully. So I always tell them, what do you want to be? What do you want to be seen as after 10 years?
Yes.
So you have to be useful to the people around you, your parents, the team with whom you are going to work. So you be good with them. Be a good team leader. Be a good team worker. So be good with all the people, because whatever decisions you are going to take, it is going to affect the small world around you, your family and all those things. So I always tell them to plan much ahead better, so that whatever he wants to be, because when you are young and when you are able, you will think that yes, the world is at my feet, I can do anything. But as you progress into the life, you will be understanding the difficulties of all the life.
Difficult.
So
Real life challenges.
one should not have regrets. See, people will always have lots of regrets. So usually the question I come across is, sir, you had done your MTech in 40 years back. Why you didn't go to America? Why did you take a decision to come back to your school? So I always say that it's my decision. So what made me happy is I am guiding thousands of children, young children,
Yes, yes.
into their lives. So that gives you lots of satisfaction. It's about the satisfaction, and it's about keeping my family flag high. SriRama Rural Academy should go on. And let me tell you, my fourth generation, my son is also came right
Fourth
from
generation
the
is it?
school segment. He's running an international school in
As
Guntur.
you can see, dear viewers, ki Rama Krishna Rural Society. Usually, people's heart doesn't want to keep a rural word behind the name. गांव से शहर में आते हैं, अपना नाम बदलते हैं, अपना घर बदलते हैं, पर यहाँ पे ये सोसाइटी जो कि 20,000 से ज़्यादा बच्चों को पढ़ा रही है, अपने नाम के साथ रूरल लगाकर खुश है। और मैं इसी के साथ तुलसी जी का धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा, वो यहाँ पर आए आंध्र प्रदेश से एंड निसा के इस एनुअल इवेंट का हिस्सा बने हैं। और हमारे व्यूवर्स जो कि थ्रू आउट द इंडिया आपको सुनने वाले हैं, आपको देख रहे हैं, वो सब आपके एक्सपीरियंस का फ़ायदा उठाएंगे अपनी ज़िंदगी में और ज़िंदगी को आपकी तरह पॉजिटिव वे में लेकर जाएंगे। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.